Where do hidden personalities go? The consciousness mystery. What if I told you your mind isn't just in your brain? What if everything you've been taught about consciousness is fundamentally wrong? Stay until the end. This discovery will shatter everything you believe about consciousness itself. I'm about to share something that changed my entire understanding of reality. At 14 years old, I stumbled upon a question that would haunt me for decades. A question so simple, yet so profound, that it breaks all of modern neuroscience. Picture this. You're learning about dissociative identity disorder in psychology class. Multiple personalities sharing one brain, switching back and forth like actors on a stage. The textbook explanation seems straightforward enough. Different neural networks activate for different personalities. Case closed, right? Wrong. Here's where it gets interesting. If multiple complete personalities share one brain, where exactly do the inactive ones hide? Think about it carefully. When Sarah is present, where is Jennifer? When Mark takes control, what happens to David's consciousness? Where do these fully formed personalities, with their own memories, preferences, emotional patterns, and decision-making processes, actually exist when they're not active? Mainstream science insists personalities are just neural patterns stored in shared brain tissue. They claim it's like having different programs running on the same computer. But this explanation leaves a profound gap. There's literally nowhere for complete personalities to hide in the physical architecture of a single brain. Consider what a personality actually contains. Decades of memories, complex emotional responses, learned behaviors, preferences, fears, hopes, dreams, and a complete sense of self. We're talking about entire lifetimes of experience. How does all of this fit into brain tissue that's already occupied by other personalities? The math simply doesn't work. If consciousness is generated by neural networks and multiple consciousnesses exist simultaneously, you'd need multiple brains, not multiple programs sharing one brain. It's like trying to fit 5 complete libraries into a single bookshelf. The space constraints are impossible. This led me to a revolutionary insight that completely transforms our understanding of reality. Consciousness isn't brain-generated at all. It's something far more fundamental. What if consciousness exists as a field, like electromagnetism or gravity? What if the brain isn't creating consciousness, but rather tuning into it, like a radio receives waves that already exist in the air? This changes everything. Here's where physics comes in. Apply thermodynamics' first law. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. If consciousness is a form of energy or information, then it cannot be created by the brain. It must have always existed. Think about this. When you tune into a radio station, the radio doesn't create the music. It receives signals that are already present in the electromagnetic field. Similarly, your brain might be a consciousness receiver, not a consciousness generator. DID proves this theory. Multiple personalities don't hide anywhere because they exist in the consciousness field itself. The brain simply tunes into different aspects of this field, like switching radio stations. When Sarah is active, the brain is tuned to Sarah's consciousness signature. When Jennifer emerges, it's tuning to Jennifer's frequency. This means we're not brain-generated beings at all. We're eternal awareness, temporarily focused through physical systems. Consciousness exists independently of matter. Your thoughts, your experiences, your very sense of self. All of this exists in a field that transcends physical reality. The implications are staggering. If consciousness is fundamental, then death might simply be like turning off a radio. The stations keep broadcasting, even when no one's listening. So here's my question for you. If consciousness is a field that we tune into rather than generate, what do you think happens when we're not here? Share your thoughts below. I read every comment.